Hi everyone, Noel here again, Essendon Mowers Motorcycles. So the next product we're going to do a demo on and an unboxing, something we'll test. Again, as I say, we test all these different units to see whether we're going to stock them, whether they're up to our standards, whether they have excellent backup and service, and whether they also have a great price point. So this is the MOVA 600. Powered by Dreamy, as they say, and I think I've said in a previous video that I've actually got a Dreamy vacuum cleaner. It seems to work very well, vacuum and mop, so I do expect their product to work well. But let's just see if it's got anything significant about it that's going to make it something that we want to stock and make sure that it does the job that it's supposed to do and be easily set up and installed. So I'll get it unboxed. Once I get it unboxed, I'll have it on the table here and we'll just go through some things about the product itself, and then eventually we'll set it up and do a demo. So I've got the Dreamy 600, the MOVA 600, powered by Dreamy out of the box, and you'll notice there's a little bit of gear missing from the previous mowers we've shown you, which have a reference station, because this one is all done via LiDAR. So it's a laser system, which is under here. The laser, that's where these are great for small areas, because the laser will actually pick up everything around it and work out a 3D image of where it is and be able to track itself and do all its navigation via LiDAR alone. So a little bit like a vacuum robot, I suppose, where in your house it's using LiDAR to see all your furniture and so forth. This will do the same to see your plants and garden edging and all the rest of it. So this is going to be an interesting one to test. It's a manual height adjustment. There's controls under here to operate it. I expect there's going to be an app. I haven't gone that far yet into the unit. It's a 3-blade spinning disc design. As I say, it's a manual up and down. Looks fairly clean under there, so I expect it'll be reasonably easy to keep clean as well. Again, 2 front casters, rear wheel drive, battery compartment, so easy to get to a battery eventually when they need replacing, but batteries do have quite a long life. You'll see there's only one power supply, and that's simply to the charging station, and that's because it doesn't need a reference station, so it doesn't need any power to the reference station. Comes with a couple of spare sets of blades and screws. Comes with the screws to screw the charging station down, and this little brush, I'm guessing, potentially, it's actually to clean this LiDAR here. I'm not sure, I'll look into the book and see what it says, but it's a very soft brush. So yeah, either that or it's just a nice brush to clean it with. But we'll get this one into position as well, and we'll do some mowing with it. We'll set it up, see how easy it is to set up, and yeah, do a bit of a test on it and come back to you with some results and show you how it all operates. We're just telling it to go out and calibrate and start doing its mapping, which it's supposed to do automatically, being a LiDAR unit. Okay, so it's now asking me to drive it around the perimeter. So we'll do that. Set the start point. As you can see, my dog, the mowers don't seem to bother them. I wish he wasn't there, but that's, you know, he wants to be where he wants to be. I'm just finding some different areas on the property where we need to make some changes. I've let the grass grow and so forth to do some of these tests, so it's a bit of a mess at the moment. I've got things everywhere trying to get these videos done, but anyway, we'll get there. So I thought this mower may have just mapped its own path, but going by this, I do have to do a perimeter lap around here. So the dog moved, but not far enough. All right, done the perimeter lap. I'm going to finish the map. Complete. there's a schedule and so forth there I can use. I'm just going to say not now. Use that setting. Next. Mac management. This is just going through the different things you can work on. Let's tell it to start mowing. So the mower's just off and started its mowing sequence. And the dog's decided he wants to still sit on the grass, so at least it'll prove it's got a positioning or obstacle avoidance system in it. I've got it set pretty low at about 25 millimeters, 2.5 centimeters. And it's just doing its zigzag path around the area that we mapped. Cutting nicely, that's for sure. So this has got LiDAR on it, as I said, and that's the only form of navigation, I suppose you call it, that it's using. There's no reference station required, nothing, just LiDAR and the location of its charging station to get back to. All mowers have a little bit of a difference in their setup, so it took a little bit of learning for this one again, just to work out how to use it. Had to update some software and things like that in it, make sure it was all up to date, and I haven't got a particularly good Wi-Fi setup here at the moment. It comes in and out. It's holiday time, so there's a lot of people on the networks as well, but just persevered, managed to get it all done, and now it's off and mowing. Very quiet, you can't really hear it. Like most robotic mowers, they're very quiet, so you can run them day and night without upsetting the neighbours or having to listen to it yourself. They're good, real good. Get up in the morning and your lawns are already mowed. That's the beauty of them.